the nice gentleman just told me he took my license, and he just told me he will be right back and that he is going to do it for me. Oh wow, this is new. Oof. But that's not my legal name, so do I not have to move? So it's about time to dump this guy out. Gray water. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now. Okay, so what I've been doing is getting trailer quotes. This mysterious person on the farm.
You tilt your head back just a little bit.
Okay.
Other side. All right.
Came across 11,872 sets of eyeballs. I've had to really take the last couple of days to collect my thoughts, and even now still I feel I'm still more like scattered. I'm not really able to put my feelings into words and explain what it's like to really need to move probably from here. The structure was that as a resident member, which I was, of this community, after 6 months, I would then have the opportunity to become an owner member, so sort of buy in and buy a share of this place. So the cooperative structure was that there would be 10 total shares, 10 members all sharing the responsibility and sharing ownership of this piece of land, this what would be a community and a living cooperative. And like as I've said, and like kind of obviously things are all falling apart now, all of it was an idea. It was something that would have been really great if it can be executed. However, there are human factors, there are people and their individual interests, and at the end of the day, people didn't want to or wasn't able to put that aside in order to have the community continue and thrive. And in a way that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's hard enough living with like 1 roommate or 3 roommates, let alone potentially up to 10. Like, people's circumstances are going to change. There are a lot of questions that have yet to be answered, and in a way that's why what we're doing here is an experiment. It's a different way to live, it's a different lifestyle, and we were hoping that the glue of being environmentally friendly, being conscious of the state of the world, will pull us together enough to put aside those differences. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And it's kind of sad because individually we're going to be able to do so much less, like, quote unquote good. We're all going to be driving way more. We're all going to have to buy food from further places and not being able to grow it here. No, that's very sad. But like, the reality is, if I personally really want for it to happen, then I will need to save up enough money to buy a community of my own and make it happen. I can't really expect someone else to like foot the bill and then expect them to kind of like comply to everyone else's wants and needs. So we'll leave it at that. Wee. This is eviction. Cat, that's gross. Please don't eat from the compost bin. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's gross. You sit on our couch. What do you want? I don't know what you want, Cat, as usual. So here we are at my home office. That's the most annoying thing when the sheet comes off. Let's see, how are we doing? I bought some new mugs to cheer myself up. My floors they're doing okay. It's not that messy. Everything else is in pretty good shape. I got some dishes because I've been more secluded in the tiny home and wanting to experience this space as long as possible. Okay, so what I've been doing is getting trailer quotes. So yesterday I went to these folks, these nice people, and they were able to get me a quote for a single axle trailer, which is what I need. The post I put on LinkedIn came across 11,872 sets of eyeballs. And for those of you out there who are trying to find a way to make a difference, I hope that these videos have inspired you that you can, that there are opportunities like all throughout. Because my blankets have been wet and they haven't aired out. Like, what the heck? This is subpar living conditions. Now that I'm in my natural habitat, I am watching me some Shark Tank, taking some notes, to figure out what type of business I want to run going forward. Suggestions are welcomed. It's been months since I've bought true grocery store snacks. Bought some chips, bought some Triscuits. I filled up my trash bag a little bit more. It feels very wrong. It feels very wrong to be doing this too mainstream. What am I doing? I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. Of course, basil's looking good. Although it's yellowing a little bit. I think not enough sunlight. Not much I can do about that. My water is full, almost. So it's about time to dump this guy out. Gray water. And that's mold. Oh wow, this is new. Oof. But that's not my legal name, so do I not have to move? I think I just did the animals for the very last time. Wrong switch. I grabbed the last eggs I would grab. There were 5. That was a lot. They're in my pockets. And I gotta put them away in our little area here. I don't know about you guys, but I just had such a fun therapy session. You get to learn about yourself. You get to make jokes. You get to whatever, cry about things. Got my trailer quote from the tiny house trailer frame guy. See, where is my mouse cursor? Right there. And he will be able to provide this by mid or end of January. So that's kind of the best I've got. I'm gonna put all the quotes together now, all organized so that I can get a sense of what's going on. This bathroom could use a cleaning, but we're moving out, so we don't care. I made this arrangement of mint and the little pine needles, and it's died back a lot. Winter really kills everything. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? That is the moon, literally directly overhead, with all these stars around it that only I can see. Literally, that was the moon. And now I am in my house. And you can see the moon through the roof of my pod. Ow, so bright. Well, this is it. Beginning to pack up my hopes and dreams and get out of this place. Okay, so this is gonna be a little gross, but our little mouse friend oh boy, wow. I think we're on day 5 or something. I'm not sure if I want to eat these. I haven't been rinsing them enough. They're a little bit funky. There's a mysterious person on the farm. She waved and then walked away. What is happening? I'm gonna get my COVID test because I may have been exposed. Let me see. Okay, found it. COVID test site. Okay. COVID test site. Oh no, is this one of those where I have to... I'm pretty sure... Okay, general asymptomatic test. Please keep driving. If they make me stick that thing up my nose, I'm not going to be very happy. Oh, here he comes. Alright, the nice gentleman just told me he took my license, and he just told me he will be right back and that he is going to do it for me.
So I'm just gonna have you tilt your head back just a little bit.
Okay.
Other side. Alright.
That wasn't bad.
Yep. Can I ask what you're recording it for?
Oh yeah, I'm just sharing it. I've been just doing these this little like video of what life is like.
Oh yeah.
More or less, yeah. Yeah, I live at a Homestead, so we do a lot of like it's in Chepachet.
Okay.
So we like grow a lot of our own food, and like we have like ecosystems and things like that. So I just figured this would be interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so your results should come back in about 36 to 48 hours. It'll be on the same website that you made your appointment at.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and you should get an email directing you to that website as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all your help.
Thanks.
Thanks. So that wasn't bad. Still feel a little bit violated. Have I shown that I packed my car and I'm heading back to my parents. I've begun the move out process. I picked up some takeout. I have already noticed that I'm so much more wasteful already than I would have been living at the community. But I figured I'd do something that was enjoyable. There's no one here right now. Should probably be wearing my mask anyways. I'll keep this short. I wanted to come here to the beach. I'm gonna sit in the sand and eat my little dinner. But before I do that, I kind of just wanted to like, let's see, how do I do this? My keys have to get not too cold. I want some light. I want to sit right here and listen to the waves. It's like super low tide. Anyway, I just like have been thinking like, I wanted to ask like how does everyone else in the world not get bothered by how shitty the world is? Like our world literally is falling apart. There are like trash heaps. They're like the size of like a continent or whatever. I don't even know all the facts. We are just supposed to spend our lives like working at some job that sucks the least, at like a career if you're lucky. Like if you have education, then you can like job hop and like do something that's fulfilling. But everybody else in the world just like sucks it up. Like how do you all do it? I don't understand, because I have to decide between a couple of jobs that I have right now. I heard back from the architect place, and they do want to hire me either full-time or part-time. It will be a very significant pay cut from what I've been making, because what I'll be making as an architect drafter will not be anywhere close to what I'll be making as a project manager where I was. Or go work for Amazon, which I wrote them a letter that was a very polite, like, no thank you, and that felt pretty good. But like, how does everybody else do it? I really want to know. Like, how? And am I, like, all that different? Like, am I that crazy to have gone and lived at some community, to have, like, tried to give myself some time to discover what I really want to do? Other than, like, I don't even know. Like, I already tried for as long as I could. Went to school, I did that, I got a high-paying job in engineering. Like, am I supposed to do that for 40 years and then retire? And then what? Anyway, let me know. Let me know personally, or let me know in the comments, because this is YouTube. And I don't know, I just want to also say, like, I feel for all the people. Like, I have cousins who live in Asia who have never been able to live like on their own, who like cost of living has just been so high, they've never been able to like get their own place. And I'm so lucky that I have that option. Like, I was so lucky to have lived on like acres and acres of land. It just like, I still haven't said why we're leaving and all that stuff, but I'll get to that. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my food and be cold and be on this beach. I almost came straight. Like, I almost didn't unload my car and came straight. But then I was like, if I got robbed, that would be kind of bad. So, gonna go eat. All right, bye-bye. Taking my little walk. I actually was just thinking I probably shouldn't do this. Like, I most likely don't have coronavirus, but if I do, I'm spreading it. So, this is not good. I'm gonna head back to my car really soon. I'm just about to get to the water. Yay, muck boots. Can't even see if I bring it up. There's the moon. Crashing waves. And I'm so far out from shore. This beach is amazing. I have to come back soon. It's actually too bright. It's too bright to be experiencing a beach in the dark. But at least I feel alive.